right, welcome once again to our final Dugout Dialogue of FanFest, presented by Starbucks. All right, we got a couple of stud pitchers up here. Let's give it up for Emerson Hancock. Hey, can I get a USA chant going for Gabe Speier?
Yes.
USA, USA, USA. We got Team USA's Gabe Speier. Very cool, very cool. All right, Emerson, you're the one with the microphone first, so we'll start it off with you, man.
Got it.
Hey, let's just go broad strokes first. Last year was a really eventful season for you. What has this offseason been like for you, getting ready for 2026?
Yeah, it's been great. Obviously, we welcomed our first son, so that's a whole adjustment, but a great blessing. And then just getting back to working out and training, just getting ready for a new season, getting out here with the fans has been awesome, and I know we all can't wait to get back to work.
Emerson, we're going to see in the rotation, in the bullpen. How are we looking here this offseason? Like, how have you sort of like looked at 2026 from everything you learned from 2025?
Yeah, I mean, I think you just take an assessment of what happened last year, your performance, and look at ways that you can get better. You know, I'm not quite sure what this season will hold, but whatever role I'm in, I'll do the best I can.
Gabe, you have really blossomed into one of the most dominant left-handed relievers in all of Major League Baseball. You had just so many great moments last year. Well, what did last year mean to you, coming back, a bounce-back season after being injured a bit the year before, and then being able to pitch in the postseason?
Yeah, it was a really fun year. You know, I think being healthy, number one, was the biggest thing for me personally. But I think as the season went on, I gained a lot of confidence in myself and was able to just, you know, it didn't matter who stepped in the box, I was going to attack them. But overall, just such a fun year, you know, getting to the postseason and making it as far as we did. Getting that taste of the postseason just makes me want to go back, and I think everyone feels the same way. And you know, a lot of work to get there again, but we're ready and ready to kick off this 2026 season.
All right, Gabe. Now, Goldie touched on it. You're playing for Team USA in the World Baseball Classic, which is, I mean, I'm so fired up, man. I saw you that announced. It's huge. I love international baseball. We all do. The World Baseball Classic is going to be a blast. How did that process come about? We talked about it a little bit yesterday, but how did you get asked to do it? Did you go through your agent? Was it a phone call? How did all that come about?
Yeah, so it's kind of a funny story. I had my phone kind of put to the side because I was doing a workout. And after my workout, I went to go check my phone, and it said I had a missed call, and it said maybe Mark DeRosa. And so I kind of knew exactly what it was and listened to the voicemail, and he was asking me if I wanted to play for Team USA, and it was a no-brainer for me to wear USA across my chest and compete against some of the best baseball players in the world. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Gabe, did you have any inkling that this was maybe a possibility for you?
Yeah, you know, by no means did I expect it, but I thought I had a chance. You know, me and my agent had kind of talked about it, and he's like, hey, this might happen, it might not, don't expect it. But so when I did get that call, it was not a shock, but I definitely a little bit surprising and super, super excited.
Goldie, can we test that new microphone up?
Yeah, is this better? Do
There
I
we
sound
go.
better?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Speaking
yeah,
to that
it's
thing.
so
He's
much
never
better.
done this before, by the way. Like, you have to, yeah, there you go.
All right, one of the great parts of our job is we get to know these guys a little bit more than most. And, you know, Justin Hollander was just up here talking about just the quality of the person that the Mariners have in this organization, in that clubhouse. And these are two of the nicest guys you will ever meet in your entire life, truly. And yet they're as fiery of competitors as there is in the game. So, Emerson, I'll start with you. How do you flip the switch from Southern gentleman to a real meanie out there? How do you do it?
I guess I just want to win. I want to go win for our team, for your teammates, and when you get out there, it turns into like kind of one-on-one. And I want to beat that guy the best that we can, and you know, just go out there and play as hard as you can. And play with some fire.
Gabe, you get some real snarls on your face when you're pitching. Like, it is very evident that you're unhappy. How does it work for you?
Yeah, I mean, as you guys can tell, I'm a pretty mellow guy, but out there, yeah, I mean, that guy in the box is trying to take my lunch. So, you know, the competitor in me comes out, and it's there's definitely an intensity behind my pitching philosophy, and Yeah, it's kind of hard to put into words, to be honest, but you just want to kind of like kill the person that's in the box, to be honest. I mean,
Cut, cut.
yeah.
Anyone in particular?
All of them. Anyone with a bat in their hand.
Oh, I love it. Emerson, I got to ask you this, man. Last year, it's kind of like that up and down, bullpen starting pitching. The last off-season, the sweeper was coming into play. That was going to be the big pitch. You can't put that in your back pocket as the season went on. We're wrapping it up, you were pitching one of those last games, and dude, it just came alive, man. Talk us through, you've just gone through an entire off-season now getting ready for spring training. Talk us through that process when you're either adding a pitch or perfecting a pitch. How does that work?
I think it's just repetitions, and it starts in the off season when you have a lot of time and you get to experiment with grips, get to experiment with different cues, and like you said, like toward the end of the year, it really came along, and it's real justifying when you work on something, you get to see some good results. I get to build some momentum with it for this off season, and now you just try to keep making it better.
Gabe, we were talking with Emerson yesterday about some of his observations when he was in the bullpen last year and just how locked in you are well before you take the mound. Can you walk us through your routine? Kind of, are you out there in the bullpen from the first pitch? Do you go out later? And kind of when do you start really getting honed in and focused on the game?
Yeah, I'm out there from pitch one. The first, it's our starting rotation is so good. We really do get to relax out there for the first few innings. So that's what I do. The first few innings, I really just hanging out with the guys, having a good time. But once that pitch count gets to about 60 pitches, I start to do my warm-up. And, you never know when you're going to pitch as a reliever. So you got to treat every game kind of the same. And, yeah, it's an intense moment. Being out there competing in front of all you guys, it's an intense feeling, and you got to lock in. So that's really big to kind of like take some time, start to warm up, and start to get focused to do your job.
I'll ask both you guys this question. When you got the Josh Naylor news that he was coming back here, did you kind of feel like at the end of the season, like 100% they're going to get this done somehow? Or were you guys, I'm not going to say surprised, but what was the feeling like once you got that news?
It was awesome. Josh, obviously a great player, but he became a leader at the end of the season. He really kind of propelled us into the postseason and played so well in the postseason too. And so not only are we getting a great everyday first baseman, but a great dude and a great leader. And when I saw the news, it was nothing but excitement.
How long does that take for him to kind of take over that, that leadership role in the dugout? I mean, you get traded over. It's the end of the season. You're trying to, kind of get your feet wet with the culture of the team and the clubhouse, everything else. How long did it take him to really kind of, take control of that kind of role on this team?
Yeah, I would say it probably took him a week or two, really. I mean, that first week he was pretty quiet, kept to himself. Obviously still balling out on the field, but really kept to himself. And just, we spend so much time together, so it doesn't take too long to get comfortable in a new situation. And the story was no different for him. So he got pretty comfortable pretty quick, I'd say.
All right, looks like we've got some lines forming already. So we'll go ahead and take some questions for both these guys. Let's see, we'll start over on this side first.
Question for both of you guys. How does Tony Arnerich leaving the organization think is going to affect you guys in the bullpen?
It's a good question. Yeah, me and Tony got really close this last season. He helped me out a lot out there with scouting reports and how to attack certain hitters. And not just with that, but really good dude to have in your corner out there. So, yeah, I mean, it'll be an adjustment, but we got a new guy that he's already texted everyone, and we've started our, relationship with him. So it's going to be an adjustment, but it's going to be good to have Hedges out there.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, just for me with the new role, Tony helped me a ton, just showing me the routine, how things work. He's going to be greatly missed, but kind of like what Gabe said, got someone new in here that wants to create relationships, and he's going to make us all better.
Thank you.
Gabe, didn't Tony hit you before every
that
appearance?
was part of our routine. He'd slap me in the chest as hard as he can. Yeah.
and he has some meat paws too.
Oh yeah. He left some bruises sometimes.
Yeah. And this was for you. This helped get you to the angry person that we see out there.
Yeah, exactly. And sometimes he'd hit me so hard I'd hit him back. I'm like, dude.
All right. So Austin Nola We all remember Austin from his brief time with the Mariners back in 2020. He was fantastic. He is the Mariners' new bullpen coach, and he will be abusing Gabe Speier going forward.
Yeah.
Gabe, I have a question for you. How do you feel being able to share the field with Cal Raleigh this spring, representing Team USA?
Yeah, it's going to be really nice to be, throwing to someone familiar. Me and Cal are on the same page all the time. He knows exactly what I like to do out there, and that's going to be really helpful for me pitching in the WBC.
Go USA.
Yes, sir.
How do you hold your changeup?
If I had a baseball, I'd be able to show you, but it's kind of like a circle. Come on, bring it down here. Come here. I'll show it. Just for everyone. It's like a four-seam grip. I throw that finger right off to the side. And you got to throw it just like a fastball. Can you do that? Love it. It's going to be a nasty changeup. Thank you.
I don't throw a changeup. I'm sorry, but Emerson's got a good one.
Now, as a follow-up to that, Emerson, when you throw the changeup, are you throwing it? Is the intent and the mindset just like you're throwing a fastball?
Yeah, you're trying to make everything look like a fastball as much as you can. If you're throwing it as hard as you as possibly can, your intent will be there. You know, the fallback, as always, you try to like ease it in there, baby in there. You just got to throw it as hard as you can.
I have a question for both of you. How do I get faster being a pitcher? Like, is there anything that coaches tell you that's important, but isn't important to like college or high school?
Are you saying throw faster or run faster?
Throw.
Throw faster. Honestly, I think my best advice would be to long toss. Throw the ball as far as you can. I wouldn't do it every day, but maybe two times, 3 times a week, really long toss to just get that arm going as fast as it can go.
Yeah, I second Gabe. From the time I was probably 9 or 10 years old, I was long tossing as much as I could, just see how far I could throw the ball. And I think that helps you a ton, kind of helps your arm get stretched out, and you'll see your arm get stronger over time.
Who's the scariest batter to face against?
I'm not scared of anyone.
Are you sure about that?
I'm sure about that.
We'll see about that.
All right, bud.
Yeah, I mean, for me, there's guys you have a ton of respect for. Certain guys hard to pitch to. Aaron Judge is one of those guys that can do a lot of damage if you leave it over the heart of the plate.
Like Ohtani?
I haven't faced him yet.
I consider you lucky.
I agree.
He just asked that question. That's what I'm saying. Do you have a different one you'd like to ask? What?
It's a question for both of you.
Best what?
How is it like to be with a team that's like famous or like really good? And what happens like if you accidentally get the other team to have a home run and you make a mistake? Do your team get a little mad, or do they just say good job? And is it not always about the win, just having fun?
It's really special to be, playing for the Seattle Mariners. Such a great fan base, great city. So really, really special to be a part of this organization. And when it comes to making mistakes and giving up home runs or whatever the mistake may be, no, your teammates don't really get mad at you. I mean, that's what a team is all about, is having each other's backs, and picking each other up. So no, I've never had a teammate get mad at me for giving up a home run.
Yeah, I would agree with Gabe. I think this game is really hard. We're all going to make mistakes. We're all going to mess up. But like he said, a special team is there for one another. And it's up to, how we want to treat that other person when they mess up, or how we want to be, like things said to us. So always be supportive of your teammates.
Thank you for answering my question.
I have a question for Emerson and Gabe. What is the best season in your career?
The best season of my career was last year. It was my first time pitching in the postseason. Super special year for a lot of us, and so definitely last year.
Yeah, I second that for sure. It's just the team success that we had, the group that we had, it was special for me.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
What's it like? What's it like working with Andres Munoz? Does he keep that same energy that he does on the mound every day?
No, he's got a switch, obviously. He's a competitor, but he's a really quiet, pretty mellow guy when he's not pitching.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's awesome to be around. When he's not on the field, he's smiling, he's laughing, he's cutting up. But then when he goes out there, he's a completely different person.
Thank you.
Hey guys, good seeing you. With the Winter Olympics coming up, this question is for all of you. Who's your 4-man bobsled team?
Like you're making a Mariners bobsled team.
Sure, or anybody, yeah.
Okay, now, if Dumper's on the sled,
He's got to be pushing.
is he? Yeah, I like the lower half strength.
Yeah.
But does he make you faster or slower? Once he's on the sled, does he improve the speed?
Does more weight add speed, or?
We got any bobsledders here?
Yeah, any bobsled experts?
I gotta go Dumper and sneaky one here, Mooney.
Mooney? Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
All right, so that's 2. I got Mooney and Cal.
Obviously Julio. Obviously the speed, right?
Yeah.
Well, you got to have somebody to put on all the posters.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Like,
we're the outfit. That's right.
I'm trying to sell a bobsled team here. Okay. So I do need Julio. So now we're down to one more.
Who we got, team?
I think Cole Young.
Cole Young.
Yeah. He's a little smaller. He's maybe keeps the weight down from all those other behemoths.
What about
Rivas too, yeah.
I was thinking Brash.
Brash.
Little Canadian guy.
Who's steering
Put him on the ice.
Who's steering that thing? Who's like the driver? Who's steering that thing? That's a good question.
Sir, you might have asked the greatest question in the history of FanFest.
For sure.
Thank you.
I'll lose sleep over that tonight trying to figure out.
I have a question for both of you. What is your favorite moment of your career so far?
Single moment for me was clinching the AL West last year was awesome. Getting to everything that happened, getting to celebrate with your teammates in the clubhouse, that's been by far my best moment.
Yeah, beating the Astros. Any game that we won against the Astros is a highlight for me. But pitching in the postseason, man, it was like as a whole just such a highlight of my career, something I'll never forget, something I'll carry with me forever.
Thank you.
What was going through your minds when Jorge Polanco hit the single to send you guys to the ALCS for the first time since 2001?
Well, I was probably the most excited guy in the dugout because I gave up the lead that game, if you remember. And then the game went 15 innings, and I'm biting my nails the whole time, thinking I might be the reason we just lost this game. So when he hit it, I was screaming like a little girl.
I just wanted to get out to the field as fast as possible. Everyone was out there running around them. Gatorade, whatever, water was flying, seeds, gum, everything. Just to get out there with the guys was cool.
All right, thank you.
All right, Gabe. So I like what you said about what you want to do to guys in the box, because I've long considered you kind of you go after one guy, you call that kind of an assassin to a degree, right? And being that role on this team, how much can you scout one guy, and where does it become self-scouting that you have to do, and where does it just become something more spiritual within yourself, or you can't, you can only scout one guy so much. So how do you, when you're preparing for a game, you have an entire day, how does that kind of go for you, that balance?
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't try to dive too deep into each individual hitter because when I'm out there, I really just want to be locked in on what I'm doing. So I kind of try to just pick a few things for each hitter, something that jumps out. If he's super aggressive early, because I throw a lot of strikes, so it might be time to expand if he's super aggressive hitter, or go right after him if he's a little more patient. But I really put a lot of faith in my catchers, Cal and now Andrew. But really just, I'm coming in a little bit later in the game. They're reading their swings, and I really just put a lot of faith in those guys and just kind of make it simple for myself.
Thank you.
Yeah.
If you didn't play baseball, what would the other sport you play?
I think I would try football. My dad was a football coach growing up. I love the game. I kind of love the X's and O's of how plays are put together, so I'd definitely try that.
I'd say for me, golf or maybe pickleball. Yeah, one of those two.
Thank you.
What was your favorite game last year?
I think when Polanco got the big hit in the DS was great. The way the game was going, how the extra innings, the whole deal, to be able to break through right there, that was really cool.
Yeah, I think that was the most intense game I've been a part of. That's an easy answer. That game was pretty special.
Emerson, this is a question for you. Gabe, you can chime in as well, but how does your routine and your mindset and just how you pitch in the game differ as a starter and a reliever?
I think the biggest thing that I learned was just kind of showing up at the park, not knowing if you're going to pitch or not. That was the hardest part because you don't know how the game's going to go. You know, a hit here, a couple runs there, you could be in the game or not. So just showing up, being prepared. You know, if I have to go in there and pitch, I need to be ready to go for the team.
I haven't started in so long. He's the guy for that. Yeah.
I appreciate it, boys.
Yeah. So, what are you going to do on September 3rd, 2026 with the statue?
I'm not sure.
That was the ALDS.
There's a guy down here with red hair. Right here. Tyler, stand up. Come on. Tyler's the mastermind. Come on, Tyler. Let's get it up for Tyler.
Yes.
Let's get it up for Tyler.
Let's go.
Right here. Look at this guy.
There's going to be a statue of him too.
Let's go. Let's go. Hey, by the way, he asked you to ask this, didn't he? Just so he could get up here.
Thank you for that. I appreciate you asking that question. Hi, everybody. Tyler Thompson, Director of Game Entertainment and Experiential Marketing with the Mariners here. That was my plant. And also, for the record, I asked Aaron to tell him to find me afterwards, but I'm happy to answer. Earlier today at noon, we announced that on September 3rd, we're unveiling a statue in center field to honor Mike Cameron, Mark McLemore, and that iconic moment from '01 when we won the AL West. So that will go in. There was a press release earlier today. You can find that online. So thank you for this opportunity. This is my Dugout Dialogue debut.
Let's go, Tyler!
Nice. All right.
Great job, Tyler. You know, that's sneaky talent right there. Wow. Tyler. Hey, Tyler's going to sign autographs when we're all done. Don't worry. Okay, here we go.
I have a question for Gabe. In the ALDS, in the 15-inning game, what was going through your mind when they put you in?
You know, just go out and help my team win, honestly. It's tough. You know, pitching in the postseason is so intense. So really, what's going through my mind, it's hard to answer. It's just so much adrenaline involved and really just attacking the hitters and taking it one pitch at a time.
Thank you.
All right, our last question.
First things first, congratulations on a tremendous season last season. And my question is for all three pitchers, former pitcher too. What is your guys' least favorite pitch and why?
I'll kick it off. I spent, and this is pre some of the technology they have now. These guys got it easy, man. If I was pitching in this generation, I'd be a Hall of Famer. No, I'm kidding. No, but I had a pitching coach who was just absolute dead set on me throwing a cut fastball. I just could not get it. I couldn't throw it hard enough. And I spent all spring training wasting my time for it. And every time I see when these guys, man, I get jealous. They're like, oh, I just developed this little cut fastball. I'm like, oh. Yeah, so for me, it was that. I couldn't quite get it. So every time I talk about cutters or cut fastball, that's the pitch for me. I'm like, yeah.
You know, a changeup is something I've worked on for a long time and never really developed it enough to bring it into game. It's been a hard pitch for me to figure out, so I'd say that. But I want one. So it's not my least favorite in that regard, but it's in my least favorite in the regard that it's really hard for me to throw.
Yeah, I'm with Hyphen. The cutter is extremely hard for me. Everything for me just takes off arm side, so to be able to make it go back that way, it's just difficult.
All right, guys, thank you so much. Our final dugout dialogue. Let's give it up. Emerson Hancock and Gabe Speier.